Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And welcome to this channel. Besides using long division, there is another way that we can use to divide polynomials. And that method is by using synthetic divisions. Synthetic division, okay, can be used for dividing polynomials px by polynomials of degree 1 that is sometimes called linear polynomials. Okay, therefore, if we have a polynomial, let's say px in general, and we want to divide it by a linear polynomial that is ax plus b, okay, in this case, we can use synthetic divisions, okay, to solve it. Now, let us start with example number 1. Okay, example 1. Okay, that is, we have x squared plus 5x minus 3. We want to divide it by x minus 1. Okay, we want to do this division by using synthetic division. Okay, now let's see the process that we have to do in this method is we have to write down the coefficient of the variable in each term. That is, for x squared, okay, the coefficient for x squared is equal to 1. The coefficient for x in the second term is 5, and for the last part we have negative 3. So we have to write down all those three numbers. So we write down 1, that is the coefficient of x squared, and we have to write down 5, that is the coefficient of x, and also we have to write down the constant component, that is negative 3. Now, for the divisor, that is x minus 1, okay, we have to solve for x first, okay, from the divisor. So we have x equal to 1. So we draw our little box on the left hand side here, and then after that we draw a line like this, okay, below the row of this number 1, 5 and negative 3. Now the first number here, that is 1, we have to copy it and write it down below the line, and then we multiply, okay, multiply 1, this number 1, multiply it by this number 1. So 1 times 1 is 1, and we write it below 5, that is over here. 5 and 1, we have to add them up together. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Again, we multiply 1, okay, this 1 multiplied by this number 6. So 1 multiplied by 6 is equal to 6. We write it down here. Negative 3 and 6, we add them up, okay, as we did in this column. So negative 3 plus 6 is equal to 3. Okay, this will be the remainder. This 3 here, okay, the last number here will be the remainder of the division. If we look at this problem, that is x squared plus 5x minus 3 divided by x minus 1, what we call the dividend is of degree 2, and the divisor is of degree 1. So whenever we have a polynomial divided by a polynomial of degree 1, then the quotient, that is the answer, okay, will be, the degree of it will be 1 less than the degree of the dividend. So we see here, okay, the degree of the dividend is 2, therefore the degree of the quotient will be 1. So now we are ready actually to write down the answer. So we have x squared plus 5x minus 3 divided by x minus 1. This is equal to, okay, this number will be the coefficient of the first term. So we have 1x. Now this will be the constant plus 6, plus the remainder, that is 3 over x minus 1. Okay, now let's write it again. Okay, so we have, on the right hand side, we have x plus 6 plus 3 over x minus 1. Okay, actually our process of dividing these two polynomials is complete. Okay, if you still remember when we discussed about division algorithm, if we multiply both sides by x minus 1, the left hand side will be x squared plus 5x minus 3. Okay, if we multiply by x minus 1, left hand side. Now on the right hand side, if we multiply by x minus 1 also, we have x minus 1 multiply by x plus 6, and then plus the remainder, that is plus 3. Okay, if you still remember, the left hand side is actually, we call it last time, the dividend. All right, dividend. Now this is x minus 1. X minus 1 is the divisor. This is the divisor. This is the quotient. The quotient. And this number 3, here is the remainder. This is the remainder. Okay. Alright, I hope you understand and can follow the what we call the explanation for example number 1. Okay, now let's proceed for example number 2. Now let's continue with example 2. Example 2. Okay, this time we are given, okay, x squared plus x and minus 20. We want to divide it by x plus 5. Okay, and we are going to use synthetic division, okay, like in the example number 1. Again, as we mentioned earlier, we have to write down all coefficient for the variable in the dividend. That is, we have 1 again, and we have negative 20. Now x plus 5 equal to 0, we have x equal to negative 5. So this is our small back box there, and we have negative 5. Then this is our line. Okay, we copy down the first number, that is 1, and we multiply negative 5, multiply it by 1, we have negative 5, and write it below this number 1. So 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. 1 and negative 5, okay, we have to add them up together. So negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. Again, we have to multiply negative 5. Okay, negative 5 multiplied by negative 4 will become positive, and positive 20. Negative 20 plus 20 is 0. Okay, therefore, this time in this example, we have the remainder 0. As you still remember, as we discussed about factor theorem, when the remainder is 0, that means the divisor is one of the factors of the dividend. Okay, now we are ready to write down the answer. When we divide x squared plus x minus 20, we divide it by x plus 5. Okay, the answer is, okay, this number 1 is the coefficient of the variable. So we have 1 times x, okay, minus 4, plus the remainder, that is the remainder is 0 over x plus 5. Okay, now let's simplify everything on the right hand side. Okay, we have the answer is x minus 4 plus 0. Okay, so when we divide x squared plus x minus 20 over divide by x plus 5, we have x minus 4. Okay, in the form of division algorithm, okay, division algorithm, okay, when we multiply both sides by x plus 5, we are going to have x squared plus x minus 20 is equal to, okay, multiply x plus 5 left hand side. Okay, we have x squared plus x minus 20. Multiply x plus 5 on the right hand side, we have x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 4. Okay, this is in the form of division algorithm formula, you know, this one. Okay, this will be the what we call the dividend. Okay, this one is the dividend. This one will be, okay, our divisor. This is the quotient, and the remainder is 0. Next, example number 3. Let's continue with example 3. Example 3. Okay, suppose that we are given x cubed plus x minus 2, and we want to divide it by x minus 3. Okay, if we notice that in this problem, we are missing x squared component. So we have to rewrite it, this problem, as this, x cubed plus 0x squared, okay, plus x minus 2 divided by x minus 3. Okay, like that. Now, let's write down, as we do for synthetic division, we just write down the coefficient, okay, of the dividend. That is, we have 1, we have 0, we have 1, and we have negative 2. Now, x minus 3 is equal to 0. We have x equal to 3. So in our little box over here, we have 3 there. Okay, this is our line there. So we copy down the first coefficient. The first number is 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. Okay, and 3 times 3 is 9. Alright, so 1, okay, this number 1 plus 9, we have 10. And 3 times 10 is 30. Negative 2 plus 30 is 28. Okay, that will be our remainder. Okay, so our synthetic division process is already completed, and we are ready to write down the answer. Again, okay, we would like to remind that the answer of the quotient, okay, the degree of the quotient must be 1 less than the degree of the dividend. Okay, in this case, the degree of dividend is x cubed. Therefore, the degree of the quotient in this example is equal to 2. Alright, now let's write down again our answer. Okay, we have x cubed plus x minus 2. If we divide it by x minus 3, the answer will be, okay, we have that 1. We have 1 x squared plus 3x plus 10 plus the remainder, okay, plus the remainder, that is 28 over x minus 3. Okay, now let's write down our answer again, equal to, okay, the answer is x squared, okay, plus 3x plus 10 plus 28 over x minus 3, like this. Okay, this is the final answer. Okay, when we divide x cubed plus x minus 2 divided by x minus 3, we have x squared plus 3x plus 10 plus 28 over x minus 3. Okay, now we would like to write down the answer in terms of division algorithm format. So, if we multiply both sides by x minus 3, okay, the left hand side will left with x cubed plus x minus 2. Okay, that's after we multiply left hand side by x minus 3. Now, the right hand side, after we multiply by x minus 3, we'll have x minus 3 multiplied by x squared plus 3x plus 10. Okay, then we have to add with the what we call the remainder, that is 28. Okay, that's, okay, if we want to write it, okay, according to the formula for division algorithm. Okay, now we have completed example number 3. Next, example number 4. Now here is our example 4. Okay, we are given 2x to the power 4 minus 5x cubed minus 4x squared and then plus 8 divided by x plus 2. Now in this problem, okay, we have the dividend here, one missing part, that is, okay, we don't have x component, so we have to write it down like this: 2x to the power 4, okay, minus 5x cubed minus 4x squared, then we have plus 0x, then plus 8. We want to divide it by x plus 2. Okay, now let's write down, okay, the coefficient only for each of the terms. That is, we have coefficient 2, we have negative 5, we have negative 4, we have 0, and we have 8. Now x plus 2 is equal to 0, so x equal to negative 2, so we have negative 2 over here like this. This is our line. Okay, now we want to write down, okay, 2. Okay, just copy down this 2, copy it over there. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Negative 5 plus negative 4 is negative 9. Negative 2 times negative 9 is 18. 18 minus 4 is 14. 14 times negative 2 is negative 28. And 0 plus negative 28 is negative 28. Okay. And negative 2 multiplied by negative 28 will be positive, right? So positive 56. Now 8 plus 56 is 64. Okay, that will be the remainder. Alright, so now our synthetic division process is already completed, and we are ready to write down the answer. As you notice here that the what we call the degree of the dividend is 4, therefore the degree of the quotient must be 1 less. That is, must be of degree 3. And here are all the coefficients that we have, right? So now let's write down again the problem here. Okay, that is x to the power, okay, let's write it down again. 2x to the power 4 minus 5x cubed. We have minus 4x squared plus 8 divided by x plus 2 is equal to, now let's write down, okay, by the answer by using all the coefficients that we get from the synthetic divisions. Okay, we have 2, that is 2 x. Okay, the degree of x must be 1 less than the degree of the dividend. Okay, the degree of dividend is 4, therefore the degree of the quotient must be 3. Okay, 1 less. Okay, so 2x cubed, okay, minus 9x squared plus 14x, and then minus 28, okay, and plus the remainder, that is 64 divided by x plus 2, like this. Okay, now that's the answer. Actually, that is the solution for this division. That is, okay, this polynomial divided by x plus 2, the answer is all the terms, okay, on the right hand side. That will be the answer. Now in terms of division algorithm, if we multiply by x plus 2, okay, we have on the left hand side, we have only the numerator, that is 2x to the power 4 minus 5x cubed minus 4x squared plus 8 equal to Now, after we multiply by x plus 2, we have x plus 2 on the right hand side. Okay, multiply by 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 14x minus 28. Okay, plus the remainder. That is the remainder is 64. Okay, that one, if we want to write it in terms of division, no, in terms of division. Okay, division algorithm. Okay, now let's go and discuss our last example. Okay, here is our example number 5, that is example 5. Okay, we have 4x cubed minus x squared plus 2x and minus 1. We want to divide it by 2x minus 1. Okay, by using synthetic divisions. Alright, now let's write down the coefficient of the variable. So we have 4, we have negative 1, we have 2, okay, we have negative 1. There is no missing terms there. And the divisor is 2x minus 1. Set it equal to 0. So we have 2x equal to 1 and x equal to 1 half or 1 over 2. So we have 1 over 2 there, like this. Okay, let's do synthetic division process. Okay, now let's draw our line. Right, okay, right 4 here. So 1 half times 4 is 2, right? Okay, negative 1 plus 2 is 1. Alright, 1 half times 1 is 1 half. 2 plus 1 half is 5 over 2. Now, 1 over 2 multiplied by 5 over 2. We have 5 over 4. Okay, 5 over 4. And negative 1, okay, plus 5 over 4, or 5 over 4 minus 1 is actually 1 over 4. That will be the remainder. That is 1 over 4. It will be the remainder. Okay, we have to look again at the dividend. That is at the numerator here. The degree is 3. Therefore, the answer, that is the quotient, will be of degree 2. Okay, 1 less than the degree of the dividend. Okay, now let's write down again the problem. So we have originally, this is the problem, we have 4x cubed, okay, minus x squared plus 2x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Okay, now let's look at our answer from our synthetic division. Here we have 4. Okay, this 4 is actually the coefficient of x squared, because okay, 1 degree less than the degree of the dividend, okay, must be x squared. So 4 x squared, and then we have plus 1 1x, and then plus the constant term, that is 5 over 2, and then plus the remainder, and the remainder is 1 over 4. We can write it down like this: 1 over 4, and we have 2x minus 1. Yeah, like that. Now let's write down again all the terms on the right hand side. We have 4x squared, okay, plus x plus 5 over 2 and plus 1 over 4 multiplied by 2x minus 1. Okay, and that will be the answer, okay, when we divide this polynomial by 2x minus 1. Okay, all the terms on the right hand side here will be the answer. Now if we write it, okay, in the form of division algorithm, that is, we have to multiply both sides by 2x minus 1. Okay, what we have is, we have this one, that is 4x cubed, minus x squared plus 2x minus 1 is equal to, we have 2x minus 1 multiplied by 4x squared plus x plus 5 over 2, alright, and then plus 1 over 4. Okay, that is in the form of division algorithm. Okay, with the left hand side will be the dividend. Okay, 2x minus 1 will be the divisor, and 4x squared plus x plus 5 over 2 will be the quotient, and 1 over 4 is the remainder.